Welcome to Bio class. Today we'll discuss sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Now we know that the reproductive part in plant in angiosperms, it is located in flower. Okay, in flower we are getting the male part and the female part. So let's at first we have to know that the different parts of the flower. Okay, so look at here. Here basically there are four part that you have to study. That first is here that sepal. Second is petal. So this is the first hole. Then after that, second is petal. Third is the stamen, and fourth is the pistil. In your book, it is written carpel. Okay, I'll tell you what is the difference. So there are four: sepal, petal, stamen, and the carpel. So pistil and the carpel is same here. Okay. Now this fourth part, I think many of you know because it was there in the lower classes. Sepal, the green part of it; petal, the colored part of the flower. It is also sepal, also known as the calyx, and the petal is known as corolla. Okay. Now androecium and the stamen, that part, it is the male part, and the pistil is the female part. So it means that here it is the bisexual flower, which is having male and female both the part. You have to know that their flower may be unisexual and the bisexual. Okay, unisexual and bisexual both the flower are present, but mostly the flower of angiosperms is bisexual. It means that male and the female part is present in one flower only. Unisexual, there are some example, papaya, that you can see that. Now we have to know that the different part of it. All right. Now here is one elaborate structure of flower. You can see it's a different part. First come here in petal and sepal. I mean here, look at here the sepal or calyx. This is the green part of it. So this is the first part. This is here that it can save from the outer mechanical break when it is in bud. So these are these areas you can see that. This is the sepal. Next is petal, is the colored part. Petal, the corolla, the colored part. The different color is there. You know that the flower, that we know about the flower by seeing the petal only, the color of the petal. Now this color and fragrance, it attracts that insect, and it helps pollination. The insect pollinating flower is more colorful. So and it is the second hole. So it can save the next two parts, which is a very important. One is the male part, another is the female part. Okay. Now come here, the first here, the male part, that is the stamen, also known as androecium. So this is the male part. The male part. Look at here. Here you can see that the two parts are the filament, the stalk like this one, the filament, and anther. This is the anther. You can see that inside the anther, that pollen or this is the microsporangium, and inside the microspore means pollen. This is the pollen grain. It is produced. So this is the male part. Another name is androecium. All right. Now come here, the female part. This is the female part. Here name is pistil. In your book, it is given the carpel and its name also the gynoecium. Look at its part, that stigma, style, and the ovary. There are three parts. You can see this the whole areas here. Stigma, the top part, style, this stalk-like structure, and the ovary is this areas. Inside the ovary, ovules are present. Okay, so in detail, just you have to study this one. Now about pistil and the carpel. Just if I take one board here. Now look at here. Here if I show one female part, that is here it is stigma, this area is style, and this is ovary. Okay, now if it is one that kind of chamber of the ovary is there, then the carpel and ovary, I mean pistil, it is same. But sometime it is present that this chamber it is many, and here also this type of structure is there. See that these are the stigma, style may be united, ovary also united. So its cross section it can show this type of chamber. Look at here, each of the part we can say that carpel. Each of the part and whole part we can say that is the pistil. Alright, I think you have got it. When chamber is not there, then carpel and the pistil will be same. But when that kind of chamber it is there, then it cross section it shows that, and here cross section it will be shows the only one chamber, but here cross section will show that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that kind of chamber. So these are the parts are called the carpel. All right. Another thing which is not in your book but it is here, that is perianth. Just know that when petal and sepal it is unified in some cases, then it is called perianth. Now it is very clear that the male part will produce male gamete or pollen, and the female part will produce the egg. Okay. After that, the pollen and the egg will unite to form the zygote. So let's see this part in. Look at here. Look at here. Here it is a pollen. This is the pollen. Pollen will drop over the stigma. This the stigma part, and after that it will germinate, and it will form the long tube-like structure which is called the pollen tube. Okay, pollen tube. Look at here. Here inside the egg cell is there. The egg is here. All right. This tube will reach up to the egg cell. I think you can see here. Here if it is difficult to see that, here you can see that there are two. Actually, male gametes that is divided into two part. Here this is the two. Now one of the male gametes. See the next diagram. One of the male gamete it fertilize the egg, and another of the male gamete it is fertilize the polar nucleus. Okay, so just you have to know that there are two type of fertilization. I mean two consecutive fertilization is taking place. So that is why it is known as double fertilization. All right. So after that, the embryo will form here. Embryo will form from that is zygote, and this endosperm here it is written. Endosperm will give the food. It provides the food to the embryo. So this is the I mean diagrammatic way that I explained that fertilization. After fertilization, just after fertilization, the zygote divides into several times to form an embryo that already I told within the ovule. The ovule develops a tough coat and it's gradually converts into seed. Okay, so that you have to see. The ovary grows rapidly and ripens to form a fruit. Okay, and petal, sepal, all these parts it degenerates, it's fall off. So let's see this part in this way. So first here after fertilization, see that these areas, different areas. So this is the ovary. This ovary converts into the fruit areas, the fleshy areas of the fruit. And inside the integument and other, that part converts into seed, and the ovule is there, that ovule I mark, that ovule converts into seed. So after I mean fertilization, gradually this the ovary wall, it converts into the fruit flesh, that areas. Okay, that you have to know. Now if we see the structure of the seed, which is the next part of it, look at here. Look at here, this is the seed. The outer covering is called testa, and inside another covering is there, that is here it is not given, that is called tegmen. Okay, so this is the gram seed, I think all you can understand. If you soak it and keep it 1 or 2 days, then the white color something comes out, that is called the radicle. Now we can see that the inside part of it. Inside part, it is having that the cotyledon. There are 2 cotyledon, the 1, 2, and the embryo. This is the embryo part. This embryo contains the radicle, which will form the future root, and the plumule, which will form that future stem. So this is the inside part of the seed. So that is the end of this part. The next part will discuss the reproduction in human being. Okay, thank you.